3 tomatoes and 3 eggs. You know what you can make so that your husband asks for seconds, the kids finish in 5 minutes, and you only spend 10 minutes actively cooking? Press like and subscribe. Otherwise, you risk never finding this channel again, and these recipes will disappear for you forever. And I'll get started. Today, I'll show you not 1, but 2 recipes from simple ingredients you have in any fridge. First, baked eggs in tomatoes. It looks like a restaurant dish, but it's so easy to make. Cut off the top part of the tomato. Don't throw those lids away. We'll need them later. The first time I made this, I threw them out and regretted it. Now I always save them. Chop the green onions finely. If you love onions, click the pop-up. I've made crispy onions in the oven and in the air fryer. Also, recipes were simply caramelized and baked onions. So delicious, you'll lick your fingers. The onions add freshness and a little kick. If you don't have green onions, no problem. Take half a small regular onion. Just chop it very finely. Use soft mozzarella in brine. It melts better and gives that stretchy cheese pull everyone loves to film. If you don't have mozzarella, any semi-hard cheese works. Suluguni, cheddar, Gouda, or even regular processed cheese, as long as it melts well. Put a piece of cheese in each tomato. Don't skimp on the cheese. It's the base of the flavor. My husband always says, "Honey, there's never too much cheese." And I agree with him. 3 eggs. It's best to use room temperature eggs. They mix better and cook faster. Take them out of the fridge half an hour before cooking. Which city are you watching from? Write in the comments. I'm genuinely curious where my dear viewers live. It's great that we can connect from all over the world, isn't it? Carefully separate the whites from the yolks. The yolks should stay whole because they'll look beautiful in the center of the tomato after baking. If a yolk does break, no big deal. The taste won't suffer. It just won't look as pretty. Salt, just a pinch. Cheeses are already salty, so it's easy to oversalt. I usually salt the finished dish at the table. It's safer that way. Freshly ground black pepper. If you like it spicier, add a pinch of red pepper or some paprika for color. Finely chop the parsley. Did you know parsley has more vitamin C than a lemon? That's why I add it to almost everything, especially in winter and spring when our immune systems need support. You can replace parsley with cilantro for a spicier flavor, or basil for an Italian twist. Sprinkle the greens over the yolks. What score out of 10 does this recipe deserve? Be honest, your opinion matters to me. If you like it, give it a 10. If not, tell me what to fix. I read the comments. A bit more mozzarella, now on top, like a little hat. This creates that golden crust we all love. I usually grate the cheese on a fine grater. It melts faster and more evenly and doesn't slide off the tomato. Large chunks can fall off and burn at the bottom of the air fryer. Learned that from experience. Generously sprinkle cheese on each tomato. Don't hold back. The cheese crust will be the best part. My kids always pick off the cheese first, then eat the tomato. Line the air fryer bowl with parchment paper. If you don't have an air fryer, don't worry. This recipe works great in a regular oven at the same temperature. The trick is to place those cut tomato tops on the parchment as little stands. It's genius in its simplicity, but I didn't think of it myself. I saw it from an Italian blogger. Cook in the air fryer for 10 minutes at 160 degrees. Meanwhile, we'll calmly make the second dish. Perfect timing. Nothing gets cold. Everything is ready at the same time. 3 garlic cloves. You know how to peel them quickly? Press them with the flat side of a knife. The skin comes right off. Convenient, right? Garlic is also very healthy. It's a natural antibiotic, especially useful during cold season. Just don't overcook it, or it will become bitter. Finely chop it. Finely chop the garlic. Better not to use a garlic press. It can make the garlic taste a bit bitter. Chopping with a knife gives a nicer, more aromatic flavor. A chef friend told me that, and now I always do it this way. Pour olive oil into the pan. You can use sunflower oil, corn oil, or even ghee. The taste will be different, more buttery, but still very good. Sauté the garlic over medium heat for exactly 1 minute. The main thing is not to burn it, or the whole dish will be better. As soon as you smell that strong garlic aroma, add the pepper right away. I burnt the garlic once and had to throw everything out and start over. Since then, I set a timer. 1 red bell pepper. Take a bright red one. It's sweeter and gives a beautiful color. Remove the seeds and membranes, chop finely. Red pepper is full of vitamin C and carotene, very good for your skin and eyesight. I always tell my kids, eat pepper, you'll see better. You can also use frozen peppers if you don't have fresh ones. It won't affect the taste. Add the pepper to the garlic. Stir so the oil coats every piece. Fry over medium heat until the pepper softens. That takes about 2 to 3 minutes. It should become brighter and start to caramelize slightly at the edges. If you like your pepper with a bit of crunch, fry for 2 minutes. If you like it soft, 3 to 4 minutes. Take 3 tomatoes. Cut them into cubes. The smaller you cut them, the faster they release their juice, and the thicker the sauce will be. You can use the pulp we removed from the tomatoes for the first dish. Don't throw it away. I usually freeze that pulp in a container and then use it for sauces and soups. Nothing goes to waste. By the way, that frozen tomato pulp makes a great base for vegetable stew. I sometimes add it to braised cabbage. It makes it juicier. You can also mix it with a spoonful of sour cream and serve with pasta. Kids love it. Add a little broth, and you have a light tomato soup for lunch. So save it. It will come in handy, I promise. I always do this myself. I always have a container like that in my freezer. It really saves me when I need to make dinner quickly. Take it out, thaw it, throw it in the pan, and it's done. Try it. You'll thank me later. It really saves time and money. And no chemicals, all homemade. Mix well. Look at how the tomatoes start releasing their juice. That's exactly what we need. If there's not enough juice, add a tablespoon of water or tomato juice. I sometimes add just a tiny bit of olive oil. It makes the taste smoother. The main thing is not to overdo it. The sauce should be thick, not ruddy. And don't be afraid to experiment. Tomatoes love company. Italian herbs, a heaped teaspoon, a bit more black pepper, and if you like, a pinch of dried garlic to strengthen the flavor. Fry for 3 minutes until the sauce thickens. It should look like a thick tomato paste. The tomatoes from the air fryer are ready. Open it up. Look how beautiful. The cheese has melted and browned. The yolk is still tender with a runny center. If you like your yolk fully cooked, leave it for another 2 minutes. I have to confess, the first time I made this recipe, my kids said, "Mom, make this always." That's what proper presentation does. And now, the secret of the second dish. That tomato sauce we just made will turn it into a hearty, beautiful egg dish for the whole family. It's perfect when you need to feed 4 people quickly. Carefully crack the eggs into the sauce, trying not to break the yolks. It's best to crack the eggs into a bowl first and then transfer them to the frying pan. This way, any shells that get caught in them will be easy to remove, and the yolk will remain intact. Grate the mozzarella on a coarse grater. A coarse grater gives a more textured cheese topping, while a fine grater gives a smoother one. I like coarse. The cheese stretches beautifully when you cut portions. You can use any other cheese. The main thing is that it melts well. Adapt the recipe to suit your needs. It will turn out very tasty. Sprinkle cheese on each egg. Don't be shy with the cheese. This will be the most photogenic part of the dish. Finely chop the dill. Dill goes great with eggs and tomatoes. If you don't have dill, use parsley or green onions, or use all of them together. It'll be even more aromatic. Generously sprinkle fresh herbs over the dish before serving. Herbs not only decorate, but also add freshness and vitamins, and they make the dish feel lighter, more summery. That's all. Hot tomato sauce with tender eggs and stretchy cheese. It's so aromatic and incredibly tasty. The tomatoes with egg and cheese look like restaurant presentation. And you know what's best? The whole active cooking time is no more than 10 to 15 minutes. Did you know about the thanks button under the video? Your support means so much to me and to this channel. Be sure to subscribe so you don't lose these recipes. The algorithms work in a way that without subscribing, you simply won't find me next time. See you in the next videos. Bon appetit!